All right, hey guys, OFD checking in here on a Monday evening. Now, I know it's the very end of Cyber Monday, so it's not really Cyber Monday anymore, but we've had Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and now it's been Cyber Monday. I'll tell you what, these watches came from GearBest, and one thing I can tell you guys is it's kind of always Cyber Monday at GearBest. It's kind of always Black Friday because they always offer such great deals over there at the website. These two watches being no exception. I mean, they are just really great watches for the money. Both of these watches come in at just under $160. Now, I will leave some links down below, and I do believe you can get these watches at a really good bargain if you go check them out at the GearBest website. So the first watch we're going to take a look at is kind of a redo. In other words, we've looked at this watch in a different colorway before, but it was such a fun watch. I wanted to take a look at the silver version, so I got a hold of another one. These came from Iris at GearBest. This is the Ciga design. Now, if you guys remember, I just showed a watch in this Red Dot Design Award. This is an awards house out of Germany that provides awards for really neat designs. This watch won in 2017 in its category. So I'll go ahead and get it out of the packaging because I know you guys have seen this packaging before. I have to tell you, though, it's one of the things I really, really like about the watches is the fact that the packaging is so cool. I mean, I think it's just different to have this flat, simple packaging here with the embossed logos and whatnot on the outside of the cardboard. Looks great. So we open it up, and inside, as we talked about last time, here's some information about the award and how it was decided about it, the credentials and everything whatnot for the award. I'm going to go ahead and open it now. If you guys remember, the first version I had of this was all black. This is the all silver stainless steel case model. Like last time, now some tools fell out, I think. Yeah, we had the little tool fall out. Now that's so you can adjust the metal bracelet that comes with this watch. You can see the leather bracelet there on top. Let me go ahead and pull that up so I can show you guys that mesh one. We'll definitely get this on one of these bracelets here in a minute and get it on the wrist so you guys can check it out. So you have the mesh, you have the leather provided, and up here in the square you have the watch. I think it's just really a cool design how they do that with the packaging so that as soon as you open it up, your watch is in there running. You can see the escapement working and everything. So great looking piece. Now I'm going to go ahead and set it down here. Now you guys need to really stick around because you guys can see back here I have a completely different watch in the Ciga design lineup. This might be my favorite that I've seen so far, so definitely stick around. There's not going to be a lume shot because neither of these watches have lume, but they are great designed watches. Now, just like the last one, this has these open hands and the red tips on the hands so that you can keep track of what time it is. This is, I think, a all Chinese-made movement here, but as you can see, the inside ring mounted inside the case actually holds that whole movement set inside of there. Now, it's funny because somebody made a comment to me one time that, well, yeah, it's just a silly design because you can't read those hands and it just doesn't make any sense. But it's funny, I was looking at a picture recently on Instagram of I think they're Richard Mille, very high-end, very expensive, very fancy watches. Both the watches I saw had exact hands just like this. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they were inspirational in the creation of this piece. Now, you have this automatic movement. It is, I believe, let me check here, if I remember correctly with the last one. Okay, so it is not a hacking movement, but it is hand windable. And as I turn it there, you guys can see the wheels and cogs turning, winding up that mainspring right up there. It's pretty neat. I mean, it's really exciting to see that. Take a look at the case back, the blued jewels and the blued screws. That's really neat. Actually, I shouldn't say the blued jewels. Those are the blued screws. This is a screw-down case back. It's held on with these 8 screws, as you guys can see all the way around. This is a stainless steel, water-resistant 3 atmospheres, so splash and whatnot. You don't really want to get it too wet. And stainless steel construction. Now, I'm going to go ahead and fire up my tool. I'll definitely need it anyways for the last watch, but I do believe we're dealing with a sapphire crystal here on top. As a matter of fact, what I'll go ahead and do while we're waiting for that to warm up is we'll put it on the leather bracelet. Both the bracelets are both the, I guess this is the strap and then the mesh bracelet. Both of them have quick release connectors on the bracelet, as you can see. on this genuine leather strap. So it makes it very easy to just go ahead and do a strap change on the watch. So you can go from, dressy to a little more sporty. Come on, get in there. There we go. I think we've got that now. Appears to be. So let me see. I don't think there's a sticker. Oh, there is a sticker on the crystal. I'm glad I didn't leave that on there. That would have fouled up our findings here. So let's go ahead and get the tester ready here. And I'll show you guys that we have this sapphire crystal on the watch. So yeah, as you guys can see, it immediately jumps up there to the higher end for almost diamond hardness. Definitely a sapphire crystal in this watch. Let me see if we have a sticker on the case back. Yeah, I can feel it on there. I don't believe, there it is, got it off. I don't believe they're using sapphire on the case back. No. So it's going to be mineral crystal on the case back, sapphire on the top, and there it is on the leather bracelet. Let me pause it for a second. Let's get this on the wrist. All right, so here is the watch on my 7-inch wrist. I really like the silver model. I think I like it better than the black model. I think possibly because this one does not have as much of a smartwatch feel. It definitely has look. You have a 40 millimeter case from side to side, not including the crown. You're looking at just over 41 of those lug tips. It has, I do believe, a 20. Is it a 20 millimeter lug opening? I guess I should have measured that. Come on, Dunlap. 22 millimeter lug opening, and like I said, it comes with the 2 bracelets. So I'm going to show this one on the leather. We'll get the next watch on the mesh bracelet that it also comes with. So great looking watch, guys. If you like a square looking, if you like an all see-through skeletonized watch, this is really an impressive piece to wear. I mean, it's fun because you can sit there and talk to somebody about why you like a mechanical timepiece. I mean, I think this is a perfect example of why all of us like a mechanical timepiece. So this is a automatic movement. I didn't mention it. Non-hacking, but it is hand windable. And from the last one I had, it had about a 35 to 38 hour power reserve. So that's just fine. All right, guys, let me pause it. Let's get this out of the way and let's take a look at the second watch from Ciga design that I have here. All right, guys, so this is the next one that I got from GearBest, also a Ciga design watch. This one being designed by the internationally renowned designer Michael Young. He is a designer out of the UK that is famous for his very utilitarian, very modern but useful, very useful designs. And this watch is absolutely no exception to that. I think this watch is probably my favorite in the lineup that I've seen so far from Ciga design. I mean, I think it's just really an impressive piece. So let's go ahead and zoom it out here and let's take a look at this piece. So again, the packaging from Ciga, which I really love. I think this flat kind of book style packaging is just so neat. I really wish more manufacturers would go to this type of design style. I think it's just different and neat. Now, as we had on the last one, we do have this embossed watch on the outside so you can tell what it is. This one is a gold award winner from 2017, so also an award winner. Now, I'm not exactly sure that this is out of the same, watch award factory or, award house out of Germany as the other one, but here's a little bit of information on the award and what it took to win it. And over here, there is a little bit more about the designer himself, Michael Young. So if you want to read a little bit more about him, you can go ahead and pause that, read a little bit about him, and learn that. So let me go ahead and show you. Now here is the watch in the book style setup as they do from Ciga Design, which I think is just a great look. Now, one of the first things I noticed when I opened this watch is that dial. Do you see the dish to that dial? For me, I know for a lot of people, this watch might turn you off, but I think if you just come from a design standpoint and look at the way the watch is made and look at just how different it is so fun and so neat. So, of course, Michael Young's signature there as the designer, and we'll go ahead and open it. And again, as you guys can see, I do like the fact that on this one, they mounted the tool in the case here so it doesn't fall out on me. Over here, you do have some of the specifications. Now, this was a sample watch sent to me, very nicely sent to me by GearBest, so there's a little bit of smudges on the inside, which is no big deal. But this is going to be your specifications of the watch, giving you the diameter, I do believe, here. I'm not exactly sure what else that's telling me, at least from behind the camera. But let's go ahead and take a closer look at the watch. Again, in this nice case, and again, you get a leather strap, and you also get the mesh strap. We'll put this one on the mesh strap for the wrist check so that we can check that out. So let's go ahead and get this watch up here in front of the camera. Well, this one is, it's my favorite. I have to tell you, I think I like a skeleton design. I think it's fun to see it work. I don't need to have the whole watch skeletonized, but I think this dial design is what I really love about the watch. It's just so different. So the hands are black, they're hollowed out, so they're basically just these very thin open stick design, which is very well done. There's no lume on either of these watches, so we won't be getting a lume check. What I think is great is if you look at the side of the watch, it's basically one diameter. I do believe, as a matter of fact, we'll fire up the caliper again and take a side to side on this watch. I think you're looking, yeah, you're looking at a 45 millimeter case. So that's going to be 45 around because you don't have any lugs, which it will affect the wear of the watch. The lack of lugs will make it easier to wear. And also the thinness of 12 millimeters will be very, very nice to wear. It'll be simple and clean watch to wear. Again, I do believe you have this is going to be a Chinese movement in here. Let me show you guys the back. I failed to show you guys well, you could see right through the other one. Now, this is a very intricate movement inside of this watch. Again, 3 atmospheres. You have the 4 screws holding the case back down. But you do have, gosh, it appears to be almost Genevieve striping on some of the parts of the gear set inside of there, and also some perlage work on the rotor. So very impressively done watch. These hidden lugs here make it so nice. You have this kind of a pie pan style design, as I like to call it. So you do have a 45 millimeter case here, but I'm sure this is going to taper down to a much smaller wear against the wrist. Now I have the Sapphire Tester running here, so let's go ahead and just check this out. Oh yeah, even more so than the last watch. Now, I think temperature change made it right up a little bit there. And again, like the other watch, you're going to have a mineral crystal on the back. So very neat designed watch from Ciga Design and Michael Young. Let me go ahead and pause this for just one moment, and we will get this watch on the mesh band and on my wrist. Okay, so for some, this is not going to be a watch you're going to love, but I have to tell you guys, I think it's great. It's really lightweight. It wears very well. It's going to be something that's going to be an attention getter. To me, it doesn't look like an Invicta, big obnoxious Invicta. It's definitely a design watch. There's something behind this watch. It would make me ask questions as to what somebody was wearing. It's funny, I do think somebody across the pond there knows my wrist size, because I kid you not, this seemed to be adjusted perfectly to my 7-inch wrist as far as the mesh bracelet went. I just went ahead and put it on the watch, strapped it on my wrist. It took all of 2 seconds. So, all right, guys. So those are the 2 watches from Ciga Design. Very nice watches. I'll leave links down below at GearBest where you can pick these up. Excellent Christmas presents. If you guys don't want something like this, I do have another watch coming up from GearBest this week. So keep an eye out for that. If you don't like a watch, you can get somebody a gift certificate over there at the website. They have so many different things to choose from. It's a whole lot of fun. So, all right, guys, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. Thanks for sticking around for a really long one from OFD. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, please do. Please do. All right, thanks, guys.